Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday we did a ton of little tinkering on the STI and I think we may have fixed that smoking issue, but we are not gonna know for sure until we go downstairs right now, fire it up for the first time, it's not overnight, and if it doesn't smoke, we should be good to go. Okay, that was way too easy of a fix. Very, very rarely when you buy a car that has clearly not been taken care of all that well, you have such an easy fix like that. 10 quarts of oil in the engine. All we had to do was pull off the intercooler, clean out all the oil, drain all the oil out of the intercooler, reassemble everything, go for a drive, get all the excess oil burnt out, and we're good to go. No more smoke. With that being said though, this car still needs so much work. We need to fix the check engine light. We need to take care of the issues revolving around the center diff being locked up, which may be related to the clock spring. I don't think there is a clock spring installed at all right now, or if it is, it's all messed up. We have an airbag light on, ABS light on, brake light on. So we gotta take care of all those issues. This thing needs a ton of body work. And then of course on the interior, find OEM STI seats, find the OEM steering wheel, OEM airbag, OEM clock spring, and yeah, just really clean this thing up. The few things I want to focus on today are just finishing up stuff in the engine bay. We do still have a leak coming from the water pump, so I'm gonna go pick up a water pump gasket right now, get that water pump gasket swapped out. That should take care of the leak, and then we need to change the oil as well. All we did yesterday was drain all the oil out and then put the proper amount back in of the same used oil because I didn't have any oil at home. So we need to actually do a proper oil change on this car, new filter, get this car up in good running condition so it's gonna be nice and reliable. Knew what food is?
Knew what food is.
Guess what? I started up this morning and it didn't even smoke.
Wow. Can I have it?
Is that an easy fix of the century? That never happens. Do you want to come do a deep clean on this thing someday?
I knew you were gonna ask me that.
You don't have to.
I'll think about it.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time.
Alrighty.
Take care. Well, I decided now that I have the car in town, I'm just gonna run around and try to get every single thing that we need. So I went and got the oil we need, oil filter. I went and picked up all the paint supplies that we need to paint the hood, the front bumper, the rear bumper, the wing, and the hood scoop. All that has to be resprayed. It doesn't have to be, but to make this car 100% perfect, it does. So this is gonna be the first big paint project that we've ever done, and I'm kind of nervous. We do have a bumper on hold, so we're gonna have to go pick up our new bumper. The front bumper on this car right now is really beat up. It's cracked. I don't have a plastic welder. I figured the best option is probably just gonna be to replace it. Let's head into Napa, grab this gasket real quick, and then I am going to head to Spalding's and grab that new front bumper cover. All right, we got pretty much everything that we need to make a ton of progress on this car. We have a bumper right here, base coat, clear coat. We already have primer here. We already have body filler here, oil, if you change out the oil, a new filter, sandpaper, water pump gasket kit. It does have a new water pump on it. When the short block went in, I think it was 2,000 miles ago. So yeah, water pump's good. I don't know why it's leaking, but we can figure that out when we pull it off to swap out the gasket. I don't really know when we're gonna get around to bodywork. Bodywork definitely is not my strong point as of right now. I am working on making it a strong point. It needs a ton of bodywork, needs PDR work, needs a paint correction. We have to wait for the new tires to come in, repowder coat the wheels. Haven't decided on the color. I don't know if I'm gonna run these wheels forever, but for now we can because it's the only wheels we have for the car. So first order of business, let's get the oil drained out, drain out the radiator, pull out the radiator, and get this water pump swapped out. Ow. Well, we ran into a little issue. I was working on the car. There's no hood prop on the STI, so the hood was just propped way up, like it is right there. And the hood decided to fall and got me in the head. So that kind of hurt. If you don't have a hood prop, at least strap it open somehow so this doesn't happen to you, because it does not feel good. So we got all of the timing covers off. We have access to the timing belt. This is the water pump right here, right back here. So we do need to remove the timing belt to get the water pump off. I'm gonna put the motor at top dead center, pop the timing belt off, pop off the water pump, and see if there's anything wrong with the water pump. If not, just swap out the gasket, and that should take care of our very, very small leak that we had. So being that this motor was ran with this Gates, the blue Gates timing belt for a little bit, it pulled all of the markings off of the timing belt. So I'm just gonna go through, remark them all right now before we pull off the tensioner and pull off the belt. We just got the water pump installed with the new gasket and the thermostat seal, thermostat O-ring. So let's go through all these parts back on the car, throw coolant in it, throw oil in it, make sure we don't have any leaks. That gasket that we pulled off did look fine, but it could have still been leaking. Either that or the thermostat, I'm pretty confident was leaking. Let's hope it's not the freaking head gasket. All right, guys, we got it all back together. Let's throw in some fluids, fire it up, and see if we have any leaks left. So there's a little bit of coolant from when we put coolant in it. I overfilled it and it came out of the radiator, but I don't see anything actually leaking anymore. But then again, it was a very, very small leak to where it would leak a little puddle over like 2 hours of sitting here. So I'm gonna clean everything up, let it sit, make sure we don't have any leaks, and we should be good to go. No more issues with the STI, like engine, drivetrain wise. The clutch is solid, the training's solid, the motor's solid. We just need to do some body work on the car and then make it look nice. We definitely still have a leak. That originally goes through the OEM oil cooler, and I took that plug off and everything looked fine, but I think I'm gonna go back to a stock oil cooler. I just don't like how this is set up right now. It's just literally just flopping around inside the bumper. So eventually I may put this one back on it and properly mount it. But for now, I think I'm just gonna pick up a OEM oil cooler so we can ditch that little rubber plug. But it doesn't look like it's coming from the plug. It looks like it's coming from out of nowhere, honestly. It was a brand new water pump 2,000 miles ago. So maybe there is a very, very small hairline crack in it. I'm 100% sure it's not the head gasket, 100% sure it's not the water pump gasket. So it's one of the two. Unfortunately, all the parts stores are already closed for today, so we can't go pick up a new water pump and swap that out. I do want to try an OEM oil cooler first before I put a new water pump on it. We are going to do the oil cooler anyway, and if that's going to take care of the water leak at the same time, that would be a win-win. Either way, I'm not really that worried about it because we already saved so much time by not pulling the engine out and having to do a full rebuild. This car's not smoked one single drop of smoke all day, and we put probably 200 miles on it this morning. I know we're 100% good to go there. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap up today's video right here, guys. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. My freaking head hurts from the goddamn hood. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Peace out, I'll see you tomorrow.